Hi, my name's Emily Drake, and here is my presentation on my personal legacy. So when I started preparing for this presentation, I started to think about all the things that I'd learned whilst on the peer course and how that had made me change my behaviours in work and at home. And I started to write down what my values are. And then I thought, have these actually changed since we did our personal shield? So I went back and looked at my personal motto, which was self-belief, belief in others, family and fun. And I realised that my values have not changed at all, but what Peer has enabled me to do is turn what I believe into actions at work. So rather than just thinking I believe in these things, I'm actually starting to spread those beliefs in how I behave and what I try to instill in the work environment. So I'd like to talk about self-belief, and my love of Amdram has given me a great confidence in self-belief, but I don't always use it at work. So why did I not have self-belief at work? I think there was something to do with me working to the confines of my job title. So OD, I passionately believe in it. But it's happening over here. It's not something that I'm responsible for. But if you'd have told me 9 months ago that I would be the lead on workforce reform, I would have said absolutely no way. But this is what has happened as a result of Peer. I think what Peer has done is empowered me to lead by example and put myself in the OD space so that I can demonstrate my values and beliefs around compassionate leadership, employee engagement, and working cross teams to really make a difference to people and how they're operating. What I've been absolutely thrilled about is that nobody's resisted, so the organisation doesn't view me any differently. It's just that I was doubting myself, so not putting myself forward into those opportunities and spaces, which I'm delighted to say is now a thing of the past. I think the other real positive is the impact that it's having for the organisation. So I'm putting myself into more senior spaces so I'm more visible. I am forging relationships where perhaps they may have been fractious in the past, or I believed they were fractious. And I think that now, some of the outcomes, just to give you one example, is that we have a 3-directorate programme that covers people, estates and digital as a response to COVID, which I am one of the key players in, which is down to my self-belief changing thanks to Peer. The next one of my values that I wanted to talk to you about is belief in others. Now, I've always passionately believed in everybody bringing something to the table, the fact that diversity in how people think are, where they're from, it adds so much richness to what you can have as a talent pool in your organisation. But sometimes work can get in the way and we get distracted by the here and now. So Peer has really made me make time. So by making time, I'm not just thinking I believe in my people, because I know I do, but I'm actually making them believe it as well, and making them feel valued. So just as some examples, I've started informally coaching a couple of people. I've really invested a lot of time in appraisals this year and supervisions, particularly as we've been doing things digitally, and also trying to come up with creative ways to engage and connect with people at what is a really, really difficult time. I've actually asked the team to give me some feedback, just to write a word about how they feel about working for and with me, to see whether in reality how I am leading them is making them feel valued, and I wanted to share those with you now.
Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies, this is me.
And the last 2 values I wanted to talk to you about were family and fun.
We love you, Mummy!
I think we've got that one nailed on, haven't we?
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity for being part of Peer.